Akrasi. The world of sports is incredibly competitive. Athletes all around the world do whatever it takes to succeed and beat out the competition. Unfortunately, some athletes cross the line and take performance-enhancing drugs, or PEDs. Performance-enhancing drugs are drugs taken by athletes to improve their overall performance. Many common drugs athletes use are steroids, human growth hormones, creatine, as well as stimulants. Many prominent athletes have been caught using PEDs over the last few years. One of the most famous cases of an athlete using PEDs was Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong was once known as one of the most popular athletes of all time. He won the Tour de France 7 times and was considered by many as one of the best cyclists ever, if not the best. Despite Armstrong's incredible success, he was always surrounded by controversy. In 2010, former U.S. postal writer Floyd Landis was stripped of his 2006 Tour de France win after he was found out to be doping. He admitted to the doping and accused Lance Armstrong of doing the same exact thing. Eventually, the USADA announced that Armstrong would be stripped of his medals, and in an interview with Oprah Winfrey, he admitted that he had used performance-enhancing drugs throughout his entire career. He stated that he took hormones, cortisone, testosterone, and EPO, as well as blood transfusions to boost his oxygen levels. During the interview, he said, quote, "I deserve this, and I am paying the price for it." It got so bad for Armstrong at one point that he eventually had to give up his $35 million in sponsorship funding. Unfortunately, Lance Armstrong is not the only athlete who's been caught using performance-enhancing drugs. Many baseball players have been caught using PEDs. Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds are two of the most famous cases. Roger Clemens was once considered one of the greatest pitchers of all time. He played in the MLB from 1984 to 2007. During that span of time, he was an 11-time All-Star, 7-time Cy Young winner, 7-time ERA leader, and won the World Series twice. Clemens was alleged by the Mitchell Report to have used anabolic steroids during his late career, mainly based on a testimony given by his former trainer, Brian McNamee. Clemens firmly denied these allegations under oath before the United States Congress, leading congressional leaders to refer his case to the Justice Department on suspicion of perjury. On August 19, 2010, a federal grand jury of the U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C. indicted Clemens on 6 felony counts involving perjury, false statements, and contempt of Congress. Clemens denies these claims to this day, but because of all the controversy surrounding him, he still hasn't made it to the Hall of Fame, even though his career statistics are clearly Hall of Fame worthy. Barry Bonds has suffered a similar fate. Barry Bonds played in the MLB from 1986 to 2007. He is considered one of the greatest hitters to ever grace the game. His career batting average was .298, he had nearly 3,000 hits and 762 home runs. Not only that, but he was a 14-time All-Star, a 7-time NL MVP, an 8-time Golden Glove winner, and a 12-time Silver Slugger. In the early 2000s, there was a lot of controversy over Barry Bonds and the possible supplements he was taking during the offseason. In 2003, Bonds lied in front of a grand jury about his possible steroid use. He said the only supplements he used were cream for his arthritis. It was later found that he used THG. Not only that, but we'd later find out that his steroid use actually began as early as 1998. When it was all said and done, it was found out that Bonds had used Winstrol, Trenbolone acetate, testosterone cypinoate, and Caridine. Just like Clemens, to this day, he hasn't been inducted into the Hall of Fame, even though his numbers are clearly deserving of it. Unfortunately, the controversy over PEDs is still prominent today. The entire Russian Athletics Federation has been banned from international competition. Hundreds of Russian athletes have been charged with PED use over the last couple of years. Over 100 Russian athletes were actually banned from the 2016 Olympics. The Russian Athletic Federation has also been banned from the World Championships in London, which will take place this year. Today's fans of sports seem to be more accepting of athletes who use PEDs. Even though it is very clear that athletes like Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens use PEDs to enhance their performance illegally, many fans still believe they are deserving of a call to the Hall of Fame. In today's world of sports, athletes are fine without supernatural abilities. Sports are probably as popular as they've ever been in the world. The outstanding things athletes do captivate the attention of millions of fans all the time. But the use of PEDs violates the ethics of sports. Athletes are admired for their incredible skills and ability, and it should be just their natural ability being shown. Of course, athletes do whatever it takes to win, but cheating and ruining your image as well as possibly your body is clearly not worth it.